Hey RSM!
Are you ready for finals?
Don't forget to study tonight.
In the meantime, we got news on FCCLA,
the Manly Men competition,
and more.
Right here,
right now,
on KRSM. Good morning, RSM.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Riley.
It's Wednesday,
November 30th,
2016.
Rotation 4. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
The guidance office is available to discuss trimester 2 electives only with those 8th graders interested in being an office or teacher aide. You will find out your trimester 2 electives on the first day of the trimester, which is next Monday. Guidance continues to make change to schedules, therefore, they are unable to discuss schedules with you at this time.
FCCLA members enter in competition. All forms should be turned in to Mrs. Nelson by today. Also, don't forget to remind your parents of the mandatory meeting next Tuesday night. Both student and parent must attend.
During a charter flight on their way to Medellin, Colombia, a plane carrying members of the Brazilian soccer squad on their way to Copa Sudamericana finals crashed near the flight's destination. 71 of the 77 on the flight have died. The authorities say that 2 crew members, 3 players, and 1 journalist survived. Some say that this crash might have been caused by fuel starvation.
As you know, this Thursday and Friday are both minimum days due to finals. We want you to be fueled up to do your best, so here is your cafeteria schedule for Thursday and Friday. Breakfast is served from 7:45 to 8:10, and then breakfast is served again at snack time 9:44 to 9:59. And here's something new. Lunch will be served after finals at 12:35.
And speaking of eating, RSM is sponsoring a dine out this week at OC Pizza. Today and tomorrow, for every meal you purchase, 20% of the total goes back to our school. Delivery, takeout, or dine-in. That is OC Pizza in the Smart and Final Shopping Center.
Time for sports. Today, Julia brings you what's happening in the sports world.
Hey RSM, today after school, Rise Up basketball continues, but there will be no after-school sports on Thursday and Friday due to finals. Also, in college football, Alabama is currently number 1 with a 12-0 undefeated record. That all could change when they play Florida this weekend. That's it for today. Now back to Studio A.
Round 3 of RSM Idol will be on Wednesday, December 2nd from 3:15 to 4:30. To the top 12 idolists, please email your song links to Mr. Mills by today or send him your karaoke links.
Another round of many activities happened at lunch yesterday in Mr. Fallman's room. The men had to take a little test. Let's check out those manly thinkers and find out how well they know their sports.
This is what we're all playing for, RSM. Manly men doing manly things, headbutts included, but this is the Manly Man trophy. This is the manliest looking trophy I've ever seen in my entire life. So, we're doing that. We've been growing our beards, hairy stuff, all month long. It's called Movember. It's to bring attention to male cancer awareness, something that only happens in males, just like the pink stuff you see NFL football players wearing during the season to bring attention to women's cancer awareness. So what we did this week, or this last month, you could see this isn't natural. Actually, it is natural, but it just grows out just incredibly so. Usually we have to fight this by shaving daily. It's not a lot of fun when you get this hair going on your face until it's kind of on there. So it's kind of growing on me. I like it. So you like that? You like that? So today at lunch, what we're going to do is a lot of the hairy members of our RSM staff are going to be on the stage. We're going to bring awareness to male cancer. We're going to show you how hairy we've gotten this last month. There might be some, Tarzan calls, some bird calls, maybe even some like primeval calls coming out of us, because this hair kind of turns us into manly men, werewolves, in fact. Yes. And so come on out, show your support for your favorite hairy teachers. We'll be out there. If you can drop your coins, loose change into the buckets that you see that are out there to kind of show support on these beards that are being grown, the mustaches, the Fu Manchus, and the hairy chins. So come on out to RSM's lunch today. Support your favorite hairy teacher. And in the Manly Man competition right now, it's very, very close. We have Mr. Giroux leading Mr. Gentry by 5 points. Actually 4 points. Who's right behind Mr. Glasgow by 2 points. So it's going Mr. Giroux, Mr. Glasgow, Mr. Gentry, and then a bunch of other hairy guys down below that, but that's okay. Come on out, support us today at lunch. RSM. Who's in fourth? Oh, Mr. Tribal is in fourth place. Mr. Tribal's in fourth place, just behind Mr. Gentry, and then I'm back down there too somewhere. Mr. Bantle is way down there. Mr. Mills is even on the board, and Mr. Mendelson. You saw Mr. Mendelson win a couple points by the headbutt on Mr. Giroux. So come on out, support us today, and the winner of that will receive the first annual trophy for the Manly Man competition at RSM. All right? With that being said, another thing that is very, very manly is some people say that the pen is mightier than the sword. So here is our favorite book lover, Miss McKeag.
Hello, Brian. So will there be points awarded today in those calls and such, Tarzan calls and all that?
There are points awarded, and the winner will probably be either Mr. Giroux, Mr. Tribal, Mr. Glasgow, or Mr. Gentry.
All right. Well, that is fascinating. And yes, reading and writing are very manly pursuits as well. Manly. I mean, you think of Gary Paulson. I mean, as far as authors go, he's very manly. And this kid in Hatchet, he has you all beat. 13 years old, survives in the wilderness with just a hatchet and a windbreaker. Survives a plane crash. So
that's pretty manly.
Yeah. If you're aspiring to some of the great heights that our teachers are, you may want to pick up something by Gary Paulson. Also today, so some of you missed book club the first time around, or some of you had so much fun you want to come again and talk some more. So today we have a little book club reboot. If you read Stargirl or Schooled, thank you, Carol. Come today at lunch. You can bring your lunch. After you drop your coins in the donation, actually, yeah, you know what, today? You pay your book fines today. They're not going to the library. They're gonna go to you guys, okay? So come at snack, pay your fines at lunch. They're all gonna go to the Manly Men. Grab your lunch, listen to a few Tarzan calls, and then come up to the library. You can bring your lunch, and we're going to have some book discussions, some very intelligent, manly and womanly book discussions. So I will see you there today. All right? Thank you.
Come on by.
Thanks, Mr. Fallman and Mrs. McKeag. Time for trivia. Today we have representatives from Mr. Trevino's and Mrs. Armstrong's homerooms. This week's category is National Parks. Our host Lucas will officiate. Good luck!
Welcome to Krsm. I'm Lucas Jones from Krsm, and welcome to Trivia. Here are your contestants. Now tell me your name and homeroom.
Christina from Mr. Trevino. Giselle Armstrong.
Okay, so first question. What is the most visited national park? Okay, yeah.
Central Park.
No.
The Grand Canyon.
No. It's the Great Smoky Mountains. The type of dry terrain where softer sedimentary rocks and clay-rich soils have been extensively eroded by wind and water. Okay, let's just skip to the last one. It's a grand tourist attraction that is also a canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Yes, that's correct. Now back to Studio A.
Thank you, Lucas.
And congratulations to Mr. Trevino's homeroom.
Be ready
Responsible
and respectful, RSM.
as you soar above the line. And happy birthday!